This is a journey for you through and through. The goal here is to not try to morph you or influence you into becoming a 5 a.m. morning girly, but rather give you the motivation and the inspiration and the knowledge to let you know that you can in fact wake up in the morning and get a whole lot more done. You just have to apply yourself. This will change your whole outlook on how your mornings can be. Hey guys! Okay, quick fun fact. Did you know people who wake up earlier report higher levels of happiness and well-being? They're more likely to have a balanced breakfast and to be physically active. They are more productive than their counterparts, and they're more likely to succeed in life than their counterparts who do not wake up in the morning. Did y'all know that? That's crazy, right? I'm not here to say that people who wake up early in the morning may be better than people who don't. I'm just reading you guys some statistics. And beyond everything, I'm not saying that it is impossible to succeed or to do well or to achieve your goals if you don't wake up in the morning. I'm just saying that that probability is significantly lower than those who do. So as a self-proclaimed morning person and a relatively consistent 5 a.m. girly, I'm gonna provide you with some tips to become a morning person if you are not. So without further ado, if you are looking to become a morning person and you find yourself struggling, you are well aware that people who wake up earlier can get a lot more done in their day and they have a better sense of time management and productivity and they're more likely to succeed. You're familiar with all of these things, and I just told you all of these things, but you just double checked it, you put it in ChatGPT, and you can see that these things are in fact true. And you want those things for yourself, but you desperately struggle to wake up early. Fear not. I have 5 tips for those of you who do not like the morning time to help y'all become morning people per se. 5 tips that's gonna make it a lot easier for you to wake up early in the morning and to get things done. So without further ado, let's get into it.
This ring light is so light. I mean, it's so bright. Like, Alexa, turn the bedroom lights orange.
Okay.
And she's so loud. Good morning. Welcome to my 5 a.m. morning routine. Let's get to it.
I got that blues fever, cold as ice till you can be up. You're like another fire-breathing creature. It don't burn how it appears. It's true, you could make me down, but don't you forget it. If the person you fell won't ever do for reasons only because you ain't it. I feel it in the air, my soul sings, dripping everywhere. I'm on it. I don't even care as long as you're playing in my head. I'm on it.
Alexa, set a timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Starting now. Alexa, turn your alarm off.
If you're open fire, then it's treason. And I decided to pour a swing. And if you shoot, then you can do it. Every single dollar and the last few cents that I went to. And I mean it. Tell me, where do we go from here? Feel it in the air, my soul says, dripping everywhere. I'm on it. I don't even care as long as Don't fuck me up, don't let me down.
Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Bri. I am your Genzennial bestie, your virtual sis, working to successfully navigate her 20s in an attempt to thrive in her 30s. So my channel consists of a whole lot of self-improvement, self-development, lifestyle, health and wellness, all things under that umbrella. And if that is your jam, if that sounds like something you want to align yourself with, do yourself a favor and hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. I promise you're going to enjoy it here. This journey is so raw, so thorough, but at the same time, it is very, very enjoyable. I want y'all to learn from my lessons, learn from my failures, and be inspired by my wins. And my goal is to simply motivate you and inspire you to be the best version that you can be of yourself. So I hope that you stick around. And for those who are reoccurring, y'all already know the vibes. So as you guys can see, I already showed y'all my 5 a.m. morning routine. It's pretty consistent if you're a reoccurring viewer of this channel. I don't really deviate from it too much. Sometimes it's at 6, sometimes it's at 6:30, sometimes at 5. But essentially I wanted to show y'all my 5 a.m. morning routine with hopes of inspiring you or motivating you. Showing you that it doesn't have to be so complicated. Like it can be pretty straightforward and simple, but to make it to my desk before 9 a.m. to get things done and to be able to talk to you guys before I go into my 9 to 5, I'm showing y'all how proactive I could be by simply waking up at 5 a.m. And that was my goal prior to getting into these tips for those who are struggling to wake up in the morning. I have 5 tips that's gonna make that a whole lot easier for you. I wanna rapid fire get through these, and I hope that by the end of this video and after all of these tips, you can apply them to your life and you can actually make a shift to being a morning person and actually getting a whole lot more done, achieving more, because at the end of the day, that is what we're here for, to accomplish our goals and to achieve success for ourselves. So let's get into these tips. Number 1, the first thing that I want you to do if you are struggling to wake up in the morning or to be quote unquote a morning person is that I want you to adjust your mindset where a morning person, or the opposite, I guess, being a night owl, is concerned. I think that we can sometimes proclaim certain words over ourselves. Maybe we've been told them by other people, but at some point they become limiting beliefs. So maybe you had a tendency to oversleep pretty consistently in college. So you just started referring to yourself as not a morning person because you never woke up from your alarm, or maybe your roommates kept calling you that, or your mom or your dad kept calling you that, your siblings, whomever. Or maybe a few mornings you just were simply grumpy. Doesn't necessarily make you not a morning person. And to be honest, I also, like on the inverse, want to address the fact that simply waking up at 5 a.m. or just waking up early in the morning to get things done doesn't necessarily make you a morning person. I would call myself a morning person because if I had to choose, like when I was in college, if I had a huge exam coming up, if I had the option to either stay up all night to cram and study, or go to bed, wake up extra early at the crack and study and cram, then I'm gonna choose the latter. And that's how I would decide whether or not you're a morning person or a night person. Like, when do you feel like you're at your optimal productivity? Some people have their best ideas when it's nighttime. Some people operate at a different frequency at the wee hours of the night. But after a certain hour, I can't function. But in the morning, I feel unstoppable. So yes, one person may be able to claim that they are either a morning person or a night person based off of when they are the most productive, or when they're the most active, I guess you could say. However, there are plenty of people who probably aren't the most happy-go-lucky in the morning time that still make an effort to wake up early, and they get things done as a result of that. So yeah, let's just stop trying to claim to be one thing or another, and let's just work on waking up earlier. Despite what you've been told, despite what you tell yourself, despite what you claim about yourself, like, let's stop with the limiting beliefs. Because if you tell yourself enough that you are not a morning person, you simply do not function in the morning, you can't wake up early, you tell yourself that enough, it will be true about yourself. But you can tell yourself something else and make it your reality by no longer claiming that you are not a morning person. So let's work on adjusting the mindset where a morning person is concerned, and not having to, be the most chippy, the most chipper, the most happy-go-lucky, just getting things done. It's not about being happy. It's not about, jumping up in the morning and clicking your heels together. It's about getting things done. Okay? So let's just cut out all the frilly and get to the nitty-gritty. Number 2, I want you to make your goals an obligation. And by this, what I mean is that, for instance, when you have an obligation to be somewhere, more often than not, you will wake up early enough to get that thing done. Maybe it's not something that you enjoy, because I know there's gonna be people that's like, well,
I have work at 7 a.m. and I'll be late every other day because I just don't be waking up.
and that's fine because it's work and you probably don't like your job. But for those who do like their job, more often than not, they're gonna wake up and they're going to be on time. Or if you had, like, I don't know, an interview per se, you're gonna wake up early enough to make sure you beat your face and you look like something when you go to that job, because you know that so-and-so gonna be there, or so-and-so's gonna be filming today, and you're gonna be in so-and-so's vlog. I'm gonna be at your job with my camera out, and you wanna look cute because you're gonna be on Miss Right TV. Like, whatever the case is, when you have something to look forward to, it makes you more likely to want to get up in the morning. But sad reality is that every single morning we can't promise that we're gonna have a flight booked. Okay, because let me tell you, I got a flight booked. I don't care if that flight is at 5 a.m. The girl will be up at 3:30 in the morning. Chipper, hi, good morning. Like, can't even open my eyes glued shut. I'm ready at the door with my luggage. Wait, we going where? Punta Cana? Where we going? Jamaica? We going to Bermuda? We out. If it's a flight and you will wake up early for that flight, it's because you have something to look forward to and you're excited about it. However, if you were to take a goal of yours that you need to accomplish in the morning, and if you stop looking at your goals like, oh, if I get to it, I get to it, like the world's not gonna end if I don't, and change that mindset to it being an obligation, the same obligation that you have where your job is concerned. Like, if I don't get to this job, if I don't get this money, I'm going to get fired. I'm not going to get paid. I'm not gonna be able to pay my rent. Apply that same level of urgency to the goals that you have that you want to try to achieve in the morning time. And even if that goal is simply getting to work on time, you need to have a different level of obligation where that is concerned. And I truthfully believe that if you do have something either that you feel is an obligation and or ideally something to look forward to, you will be more likely to wake up in the morning when that alarm goes off. So something that I looked forward to today when I woke up was talking to you guys. And I knew that if I didn't wake up at a certain time, it was going to throw the video off. I also knew that it was going to cut into my work time more than I needed to. I have several meetings today. I have to prep for things. I have to collect some statistics. I gotta do a lot today, editing and everything under the sun. So I really didn't have time to slack. Like, if I didn't get it done in the morning, it wasn't gonna hit. And I know I wanted to film a 5 a.m. morning routine, so it was something I was looking forward to and something that I felt was an obligation. But it doesn't have to be that deep. What you look forward to in the morning could merely be the cup of coffee that you make. Like, you're just so excited to try that new Nescafe that you bought yesterday, and you just really want to mix it up, mash it up, shake it up, make it up. Like, you're just really eager to try that new coffee, and it's something you look forward to. Or maybe it's the new matching 2-piece set that you bought to wear to the gym. You've been eager to wear it and you want to take a picture in it, and it's something that you're looking forward to. Or maybe it's just rolling over and kissing your significant other, opening your eyes and seeing that person next to you. Whatever the case is, it doesn't have to be something uber and grand as filming a video or being interviewed for someone else or having to get dressed up or whatever the case, but just find a little pocket of your day tomorrow that you can be eager and excited about the night before, and consider that when your alarm goes off in the morning, and you'll be more likely to wake up. Number 3, I want you to prepare the best that you can the night before. If you notice in my 5 a.m. morning routine, there are a few ways that I did this. Number 1, I had both this outfit and my outfit for the gym picked out the night before. So when I woke up, taking my gym outfit with me straight to the bathroom. No thought process needed for that decision. It was already made for me the night before. Another thing that I did that was relatively new was making my breakfast the night before. I pre-made a fried egg and 2 pieces of turkey bacon, and I did that for today and for tomorrow. I made them yesterday, and I put them in a little piece of foil and I froze them, and I put it in the air fryer this morning. Tastes like I made it today, Bookie. Yeah, that saved me so much time. I'm literally gonna start doing that. This was my first time doing it. I think I seen it on TikTok, but I was really just trying to find a way to make my breakfast a lot shorter. I've been having trouble getting to my desk at like 10 a.m. because I'm trying to make a breakfast every single day. And that's in alignment with my health and wellness goals. Like, I don't wanna just be popping a bagel in the toaster like I used to, because that's a bunch of carbs and a bunch of calories that I'm not really trying to consume at this time. I'm trying to make sure I hit my protein protein goals and not OD on the calories and the carbs. So I know, like, okay, this is what works for me. This is something that I like, turkey, bacon, and eggs, but just making it every day, doing the dishes and all that, it's time consuming. So I tried making it the night before so that all I had to do was pop it in the air fryer this morning, and that was a wonderful experience, and I will be doing that a whole lot more. So that was another example. When I went to the gym, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I know I wanted to go to the gym. I know I wanted to do the Stairmaster, and I know I wanted to do core. That was a decision that was already pre-made. I give you all of these examples to say that the more that you can alleviate what I would call, what people call decision fatigue, the more smooth sailing that your morning will be. So any decisions that tend to take up a lot of time or that tend to make you a little bit sluggish, like if I didn't know what I was going to do in the gym today, I may have woke up in the morning and opened TikTok and put in some workout suggestions. Next thing you know, I've been scrolling on TikTok for 45 minutes laying in the bed, and I haven't achieved anything. I haven't even gotten up. Like I said, if I didn't pre-make my breakfast the night before, then that would have been an extra probably like 25 minutes that I spent in the kitchen, either washing the dishes or just cooking, wasting time essentially. So you want to make sure that you can not only alleviate the decision fatigue, but that you can be just more quick. You can be quicker and efficient. As quick and as efficient as possible in the morning to make it smooth sailing. And the way to do that is to prepare the night before. I'm telling you, this will change your whole outlook on how your mornings can be. Your morning will be a whole lot simpler. I don't care if you have to take out your skincare, like something my mom does. Like she'll have all of her like clothes, not all of her clothes, but a good chunk of her clothes and her skincare out in the bathroom on the sink, like ready to go. Yeah, like take it out. Take out whatever you need, whatever it takes time, do it the night before. And I promise it will make a world's difference. Number 4, this one is a tricky one for those who struggle with self-discipline, but I'm gonna take my time when I say this one. I need for you to know your triggers, acknowledge what your triggers are, and eliminate them, dissolve them, okay? And when I say triggers, I am talking about the things that make it difficult for you to wake up early in the morning, and perhaps the things that make it difficult for you to go to bed the night before. As I mentioned in the previous tip, the night before is very crucial if you truthfully want to get up early the following day. So getting adequate sleep is like this. I shouldn't even have to say that as a tip, but I'm just gonna like throw that in there. You need to go to sleep if you want to wake up early. Like that's the best way to prepare for an early morning, is to get adequate sleep. If you're watching this video and you're like,
Bro, I just don't understand why I can't do it. Like, bro, I don't get it. Like, I be doing it, and I set my alarm, I just don't be hearing it.
like you're trying to figure it out, you're like, bro, like
It's just not, like, it's not clocking for me. It's not clocking for me.
take a beat and let's ask ourselves, where's the struggle point at? When the alarm goes off, are you hitting snooze? Okay, that might be a trigger. The fact that the phone is in so close proximity that you can roll over and hit snooze. So what you're gonna do to address that trigger is plug your phone up across the room, or maybe even in another room. Not so far that you can't hear it, but far enough where you have to physically get on your feet to go and hit snooze. And by that time you're already up, you're like, man, I might as well just stay up. Feel me? Maybe it's the fact that it's too cold. That used to really get me, especially in the wintertime. And we'll talk more about this in our winter arc series when that time comes. But sometimes people just like, because it's summertime, you got the air on blast. And I know a lot of people who prefer to sleep when it's cold. Who doesn't? Like a little breezy, like a little snuggle up in your little covers, and it feels good and it's cutesy. But in the morning time, I don't want to get up out of them covers. And that's something that I want to make clear to everyone. Just because I prefer the mornings over the night does not mean I enjoy getting out of the comfort of my bed. My bed is comfortable. It really is. It's comfortable. And I'm not saying you need to go sleep on a cardboard box, but I'm saying if it's too cold and it makes you not want to like get out from under the covers, I actually have heard, I don't know who I was talking to, made of it in a video or something like that, but someone had their air conditioner set on a timer so that it's cold at night, but at a certain point in the morning it cuts off. So you're gonna get hot and you're gonna get up out of that bed, okay? I personally only sleep with the fan. I try not, I mean, well, as you can see, it's like not that sunny. It's been kind of like cloudy and rainy. So if it's anywhere under like 70 degrees, I'm not sleeping with the air on. And that's just a thing for me. But when I do, maybe I'll wear like a full, like today, my pajamas were pants and a long sleeve shirt. And it's August. So some people probably looking at me like, girl, Oh, I'm sleeping in as a t-shirt. You're wondering why you can't get out the bed. It's because you cold. I'm hot and I had to pee, so I was getting up regardless. My alarm went off and I was like, all right, well, here we are. I'm not saying to sweat yourself out, but it is a trigger that you might need to address, especially if you are very, very sensitive to temperatures. It could be several different things. When I'm in my like cuddling era, it's a lot harder for me to get up out the bed, especially when I am not here. Like when I'm sleeping alone at my own house, it's a lot easier for me to wake up early in the morning. So I have to take that into consideration. That might be something that you need to take into consideration as well. Like if you're having a bunch of sleepovers, a bunch of slumber parties with your significant other, but you are trying to wake up early and they are not, that might be a trigger that you need to address. Like you can't have a slumber party every single night because you got goals that you're trying to meet, and that is okay. Making those boundaries set early on and setting them in a way that's healthy and that's positive and that's, you know, probably even encouraging to your partner, but just all in all, make sure that you are taking inventory of the things that is making it difficult for you to get up out of the bed, and you are addressing them. And it's going to take self-discipline, because I know y'all all like to scroll on your phone all night long before you go to bed, and you probably fall asleep with your phone in your lap, but we cannot do that anymore. So I have been trying to read before bed. I will actually, if y'all want to like more detailed nighttime routine, I will incorporate that into my content schedule, because it is something that I've been trying to work on as well. I preach all day that I'm a morning person, but unfortunately I do not get adequate sleep. Like I've been really working on trying to get at least 7 to 8 hours. Last night I did, believe it or not. I don't know what got into me, but I went to bed at like 10:30. Woke up at 5. How many hours is that? I don't know, but I was proud of myself, and I didn't even read. I think I just had a long, draining day, but nonetheless, I made it happen. I don't care how you make it happen, but you need to make it happen. You need to get adequate sleep, and you need to address your triggers and tackle them head on. Last but not least, what I encourage everyone to do who is struggling to wake up early in the morning but aspires to do so is to take your time, okay? Take your time and get into it gradually. I know I am someone who has a reoccurring 5 a.m. morning routine, and I share it with you guys because y'all like to see it, and you know, based off the views and the comments, it's something that y'all like to see, so I keep showing it to y'all. But I don't want to misinfluence you into thinking that as someone who struggles to wake up early, you need to go from waking up at 11 a.m. every day to waking up at 5 a.m. Whoa. Like, you need to chill out, and you need to get into it gradually. Just waking up and deciding one day that you're just going to be a morning person, it's not that simple. There's probably like years of behavior that you have to unlearn or unteach yourself about how you sleep and your sleep patterns and what you consume before you go to bed and your mornings. Like, there's probably all types of things that you have to address before actually making that shift into becoming a morning person. But I just don't want you guys to feel so pressured to just go from 11 a.m. to 5 a.m. Like, gradually do it. If you know you consistently wake up at 11 a.m. and you know it's bad for your productivity and for where you're at in your life, let's try 9. Like, give yourself some buffer time. Like, waking up at 9 is sleeping in for me. That's a weekend for me, but that's because I've been doing this for a while. Like, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. So someone who's trying to become a morning person, someone who is new to this, should give themselves a few less hours of sleeping in time and gradually work your way up. I think that is probably the number one thing that makes people who struggle with waking up in the morning remain struggling, is because they don't give themselves any buffer time to work their way up to being a morning person. They're like, okay, tomorrow 5 a.m. when you know you've been waking up at 10 a.m. every day, that is a 5-hour difference. There is no way that you can sustain that. Even if you did do it the first day, or maybe even the second day, you're not going to sustain it, because you haven't built up the stamina to do something like that. So what I encourage you to do is to take your time and to gradually work your way up to waking up earlier and earlier, and do not push yourself to the brink if you aren't going to bed at an adequate time in order to sustain that as well. Don't force yourself to wake up at 5 a.m. when you went to bed at 2 a.m. Like, but I know people who really do that, and it's sick. And I used to be someone that did that. Like, just being productive has become such an important thing for me. It's always been pretty important, but like as I've gotten older, it's become so important where sometimes I will put productivity in front of my sleep, in front of my health and wellness, in front of my like well-being, and it's not healthy. Like, you do not want to develop an unhealthy relationship with sleep or with productivity or with working towards your goals because you are having a toxic relationship with the morning time. I need for you to take your time, address it gradually, work your way up to a time that works best for you. Not every morning person has to be a 5 a.m. morning person. You could be a 6 a.m. morning person, a 7 a.m. morning person. Your days might look different than mine. I work completely remotely. I don't want you comparing yourself to me if you have an office that you need to be at by 9:30 or by 10 a.m. and your days, you might have 8+ hour days, or like everybody's life is different. You're comparing yourself to an influencer who has 5 a.m. morning routines who only does this for a living. You might have kids. Life might be a lot different for you. So please do not compare yourself and do not push yourself to the brink. Don't let any like societal influence put any unnecessary pressure on you. This is a journey for you through and through. The goal here is to not try to morph you or influence you into becoming a 5 a.m. morning girly, but rather to encourage you and give you the motivation and the inspiration and the knowledge to let you know that you can in fact wake up in the morning and get a whole lot more done. You just have to apply yourself. You can do it, I promise. I know you can. I believe in you, bro. I believe in you. I believe in you. And that's all that I have for you. Those 5 tips, I truthfully, thoroughly believe are going to help you to wake up earlier and get a whole lot more done in your day today. I really, really hope that this video did something for you and motivated you, inspired you, encouraged you to work toward a new goal. Maybe waking up earlier, maybe waking up at 5, maybe waking up at 6, maybe waking up at 7, but just getting up in the morning and getting to that bag. Getting up in the morning and getting to it. Whatever it is that you're working toward, I hope that this video helped you or motivated you to wake up early and start working toward it. So let me know in the comments what it is that you're working toward, what you're gonna do in your morning routine to try to make yourself more productive and more likely to achieve success in that field. And I really, really am eager to see, and I am eager to continue to push out more motivating and encouraging content. So please, if you haven't already, do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you enjoyed this video and you watched it to the end. I promise I'm going to be giving some more content like this very, very soon. Also hit that notification bell so you do not miss the next drop. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.